Oh, God. What's up this morning? Good morning, you beautiful bastards. How's it going today? Anybody recognizes that saying when people log in saying, I don't know what I could say, a little catchphrase here? Anybody recognizes that catchphrase? And let me know. Look at that. Thumbs up right out of the gate. I'm going to love you guys. If you can't comment, I bet I know who that is. Good morning, Sheree. Scroll down to the bottom. Just say hi. She's funny. I doubt that's her, but it could be. Good people. Oh, let's see. I literally had a checklist, and now I'm like, still forgot scissors. Only fuck. Yes. Good morning, you beautiful bastards. I have to see if I can film her. That's you, ain't it? I can tell that's you. You guys would like Sheree. Most people do. Crazy young little juggler I get to ride with to the clinic every day. It's awesome. She's funny as fuck. And fuck can be funny. By the way, throwing that out there. Morning. We got two of you beautiful bastards up here. Anybody say hi? I got the chat on. Ah! One beautiful bastard can talk. Hi. Good morning, Irene. I've been watching too much Phil DeFranco, I guess. You ever hear of him? Good morning, you beautiful bastards, he'll say. Yeah, you like Phil? I like Phil, too. He's pretty down to earth. Believe it or not, for one of the biggest streamers, I just started watching him a couple days ago. Him and H3H3 Productions. They just had a landmark lawsuit come through for fair use. H3 was sued for using somebody else's video when they were doing like a response video or whatever you'd call it, a reaction video. Right, yeah, right. But H3H3 Productions anyway, they won a lawsuit for fair use. And yeah, so literally we can pretty much use anybody's videos we want as long as it's in like a form of like your oh, I don't know. As long as you're giving an opinion on it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's considered fair use. A review, a reaction, whatever. You can use anybody's videos for that, and it's considered fair use. So yeah, it is awesome. It's going to free up a lot of things for a lot of people, but like I had a 2-hour live stream I did that I could have actually argued for fair use and kept it up, but what am I going to lose? Like all of what, 2.5 cents? You know what I mean? So I didn't bother, but like, yeah, if I'd marked it, you know what I mean? If I'd mark, you know, deemed to be, you know, if I mark down the fair use law agreement or whatever, and you pin that in the comments, not in the comments, in the other shit, but yeah. Yeah, it won't get flagged, but I didn't. And they ran me the riot act at the clinic today. But only the state of Maine's made it mandatory. I've been on medical maintenance forever. I've been going there so long, which means I ain't got to do none of the groups or whatever, you know, the relapse groups or any of them. You know, any of the, whatever you call recovery groups. That's the word I was looking for. I knew it started with an R. But anyways, I haven't done one since March because I don't have to because I was on medical maintenance. Now the state's changed medical maintenance over to meaning you got to do one group a month. I was like, well, when did this take place? You know what I'm saying? They don't tell me that. Read me the riot act like I've been breaking a bunch of rules. Well, I got to know these rules exist before I can break them, you know. But evidently the counselor I had before that, Lila, who I thought she was great, was supposed to be making me do one group a month and just, she'd say hi to me every now and then during the month and call it good and write it off because she knew I didn't need to go, you know. She gets up and gets a different job, and now all of a sudden we got somebody Johnny on it, and it's right all by the brook, which is fine, but like I said, I didn't even know I had to go to one group a month. I didn't even know she was giving me a break on one group a month. I thought medical maintenance meant what it always did before, you know, you only have to go, take your medicine and leave. But yeah. So I got some groups to make up. The guy asked me what was one of my relapse triggers. I told him the truth. I said, going to these groups. It's the truth. What do you do? Nothing they could tell me in any of their groups. Oh, maybe sometimes there is, but nothing they could tell me in any of their groups that I haven't already heard, you know. Been in recovery since '98. I pretty much heard every spiel there is to hear. Collected every tool they got to offer for recovery, and I use them, but, you know, gets old after a while. That's a fact. Yeah, well, that don't do you no good in the States. You refuse to talk to them, they just shut you down. That's what they told me. Oh, you can do these groups, or I don't have to talk, per se. It's just a group, you know what I mean? I just got to sit there, sign in, do my fucking hour, and leave. Whether I partake or not is different. I told them that. Don't expect me to fucking be giving any fucking input into my life of recovery, because I don't want half of these fucking people in here knowing my name, never mind my business. Or my past, or anything. But that's just me. I'm real private. And you got some of the types that go in there and they'll, my God, they'll tell you if they got fucking stains on their underwear, for Christ's sakes. They'll get that personal. They don't care. You'll listen to it. They'll tell you anything about their life you want to hear. I got it. Wow, no wonder I can't fucking see. I got sunglasses on. Is poverty making them food on it? Your issue is poverty. What's that got to do with recovery? Making them put food on their table doesn't help you. I don't know what that means. Making counselors put food on their table doesn't help you. Oh, what do you mean by them getting paid? I don't want... I'm not much at talking in riddles this morning, Irene. You'll get me every time. I have no idea what the fucking... I think I do. I think you were trying to say you going to see the counselors and them getting paid big bucks doesn't help you any? I got you. It's mandatory. If I want to stay in the pain clinic, I got to, you know, abide by the states. They got a mandatory minimum amount of, if you get Medicaid here, they call it. Well, now they call it main care. But, if you get, you know, government medical insurance, you'll get it for free. But they got a mandatory minimum of counseling that everybody has to do, even if you're in medical maintenance. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Not that they don't deserve to get paid. They do. But, you know, sometimes it depends. You got to get the right counsel for yourself. There's a lot of, you know, shit to it. I got to empty this ashtray. Excuse me. Oh, there's a bag right here. Perfect. But, yeah. I get the right counsel that I can relate to. It's a lot of good, you know. There's always, you know, if I had an issue that I needed to talk with somebody, they're there, and that's good. But I don't know. There's mental health counselors and recovery counselors are totally two different things here in the States. Mental health and opiate addiction or addiction recovery in general, like two separate entities altogether. Even though one can lead to another or make another worse or whatever, they don't, like, yeah. It's like they don't make me see a psychiatrist because I, you know, have an addictive personality. Is it? Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I've had some good counselors. You know what I'm saying? It's all if you can relate to them, you know? Oh, Sherry's Rosin. Good morning. Good morning. What's IFH mean, Sherry? You're going to have to teach me how to pronounce that. I don't know if it's Sherry's, Sherry, Sharos. I'm so old school. Resin always used to be R-E-S-I-N. Now I don't know what rosin is. Is that... I really don't know. You're getting fancy on me here. I ain't one to like all these strains either. I can tell good part a mile away. I couldn't tell you what strain it was like a lot of people can. People come up, you got this, you got that. I don't know what strain I got. I got good part. You know, about as far as I know. I don't know much about the... I learned a lot about the, you know, IFH. What's up? I still don't, yeah. Well, they're counselors that ain't supposed to put food on your table. It sure is. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce that. Sorry if I get it wrong, because I'm sure I am. It's the only thing I worry about. Saying it wrong, you know what I mean? I hate offending anybody. Oh, I know. It's... I learned a lot just meeting a lot of Canadians, though. Everybody thinks over here that the Canadian, you know, have it made with medical. Yeah, yeah. They don't. Canada just don't let the fucking rest of the world know about it. They don't talk about it in their news and fucking... They don't let their citizens talk about it in their news either. Over here, we put shit on blast and stuff gets done. Other countries, they just don't let it. If they fucking talk to the news don't post it, you know? Yeah, they don't post it on the news, they'll post it somewhere else, and that'll make news because they wouldn't post it on the news. Everything. Yeah, good, bad, and the ugly. Different way of handling things, I guess. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's so conservative. What's it? Canada or America? Conservative. I think that'd be Canada, I guess. I don't know. People tap dance on eggshells over here. Yeah, okay, good. That's what I was right. What do you know, huh? As far as like in the public eye, people tap on the eggshells, not worrying about not offending another group, you know, whether they personally like that group or disagree with them or agree with them or not. Yeah. Right? That's right. That's right. That's right. You're in the States, aren't you, Cherise? Or Cherie? Poor. Just get educated to live, but do not teach how to become wealthy. I know, they don't. You're right. That's why I so wanted my kid homeschooled, you know? I really did. The troubles I had with April are my troubles, but like, she had my kid before he was in kindergarten. He was like at a 3rd, 4th grade level in reading. Oh, you live in Wales. That's right. Okay. UK. Yep. Right. Yeah, I remember to saying something about, talking about something like that to you now, but it's hard to keep up with everybody. Bubbles up, yeah. I'm smoking a joint this morning, but there you go. It's weird. Do you find it hard to get pot over there in the UK? I'm wondering if it's, you know, just because it's illegal or whatever, it's really hard to come by. Or... Oh, hold on. Yeah, well, I think a status would help if you'd be less concerned what other people think, you know? You have to grow a lot? Yeah, I bet that makes it, but I mean, like, yeah, right? So you end up growing a lot because you couldn't find it? Is that why? Or just because, well, I'd like to grow too, but, like, when it was illegal here, they were so strict on it that you know, a lot of people didn't grow because it was so easy to get caught growing, you know? Oh, they got an acceptable limit. Nice. Nice. Huh. It's a little different, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Like, I had a medical card and I just didn't, here in the States, and I just didn't renew it. It expired just like a regular license does. I got to go renew it. My clinic's asking for that too. Yeah, wow, that's good. Yeah. I'm telling you, that'll help us all too. Like, I was just thinking, because like once one country finds it acceptable and deems it acceptable, then another country, especially if they're allies like we are, will say, okay, you know, and think about it seriously too. I got you, yeah. And that equals tested, right. That's fucking great. Yeah, right, right. And it's hard to find anybody else's place you can grow on and trust them not to fucking touch it when it, you know. Even if I get all kinds of friends saying, oh, you can grow here, you put a plant here, yeah, yeah. Something always happens to them fucking plants when they're just before they're ready to be mature, ready to be harvested, you know. Every time. It's the weirdest thing. Nice. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. States and Canada are a lot different. I can tell that way. Like, what would you call it? Not atmosphere, but like, yeah, that helps. It does help to have land. Culture. The culture's different. Like people's aspect of things, you know. Some things that are like people dwell on in other countries and think about every day isn't even like, doesn't even come to thought much here, you know. It's weird. And other things that, you know, come to thought a lot here, you know, I guess, it's all culture, you know. Priorities are different, you know. It's weird. Kind of cool, though. Can't be the same, I guess, everywhere. That would be boring, wouldn't it? Oh, starting to get cold in the mornings, but it's already warming up here already. I bet it's like 55, 60 already this morning once the sun comes up. But no, fucking looking forward to winter. I dread it. Literally means like, here it means like, you can't get, without a vehicle, you can't get to the store or nothing, you know, in the winter. Good morning, Jojo. Winter can pretty much, you know, it's so cold out, distance away from things. If you ain't living in town, you're locked in. Unless it's a disability paid. Oh, no. We don't get we get, like, Social Security disability, people pay for themselves with their own work quarters. SSI is the one that you don't pay into, and them are the people that actually get more shit than the people that are paying. Because, like, here, you know what I mean? You don't, people say that all the time, well, my tax dollar? No, you're collecting on your own tax dollar. No, nobody else's. Right, I agree, Shreese. Well, we all do with that, but, you know, different cultures and stuff, they're terrible on people, they are. Hate to have anybody being, I don't know, discriminated against or judged because of their income level, and who cares, you know what I mean? You can live better or you can't live as good as them, you know what I mean, as far as like monetary things. And I don't see how that, well, don't bear no judgment on how I think of people anyway, but I guess it does with others. I don't, you know, I just don't think that way. Yeah, well, if that's how they think, I wouldn't want to be part of their fucking community. You know? I'd be proud not to be a part of their fucking community. Don't sound like a community. Sounds like a bunch of racist fucking pricks that thinks their shit don't stink. I'd like to get in their fucking community long enough to tell them to shove it up their fucking ass, Irene. That's about it. They sound like a bunch of pricks. Good deal. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. And it's getting accepted more over here. Like, where even people are actually, you know, the doctors are actually starting to do tests and on all the beneficial, you know, health benefits of it. And they're coming up with quite a few. Needed the dab one, right? But, like they're even using it for withdrawal symptoms on opiate withdrawal symptoms and stuff. There's a lot of, you know. Is it a cure for anything? I don't think it's a cure for anything. Well, maybe seizures. It's worked wonders. CBDs have worked wonders with especially with infant seizures, but yeah, I would too, Irene. If I had to live in that atmosphere, I'd be the same way, hon. You kidding me? I'd feel terrible. Poor, but right. But they're learning, you know, like to you know, they're educating people over here. As far as I see more of it, like I said, they're even talking. There's even a rehab in California on Venice Beach, I believe, called High Society, High Sobriety. That's what it was. High Sobriety Rehab in Venice Beach, and they indicate cannabis is a big part of their rehabilitation program. Barefoot bag on ground. There you go. That's funny. It's okay. No need for apologize. You're busy, JoJo. Always fun to have you here. Yeah, JoJo's in the UK too. Yeah. Quite a few actually come in every now and then. You know, I haven't seen in a while is, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Marsh Monster. She's over in Manchester. I know she's in the close to the Manchester area. They're on Facebook a lot still, but she used to have a YouTube channel. Cute as hell, too. She had a real nice little channel. Hope she comes back with it. Last I heard, they were trying to get their internet service back together up. I haven't heard nothing since. I got you. Yeah. That makes sense. I agree. We've gotten way too capitalized. I mean, I agree with, I don't know, there's a fine line, I guess. I agree with, you know, onward and upward with technology too, but no need of destroying the earth for our next generations while we're doing it. We can learn how to make all this kind of stuff that I'm using now, you know what I'm saying? Phones that we can see each other on and talk each other with, and, you know, we're smart enough to learn how to make them without ruining the earth that we're living in. I would hope. You're welcome. Yeah, we all do. We all do. Irene's a big naturalist. She loves her nature, too. Aw. I wish you lived in New England, Irene. You'd make a great neighbor here. We'd have fun. You'd love Maine, because you ain't... Cold weather climates don't seem to bother you too much. Yeah, down-to-earth people here. Really nice, you know what I'm saying? Sitting bare-assed in the dirt. Yeah, I'm telling you. Right, JoJo. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you really would. Down-to-earth people. There's a lot of... It's all nature. They call Maine vacation land, actually. Actually, vacation land should be Florida or something as far as, like, they get all the amusement parks, but they call it vacation land because of, like, you know, for the camping, the hunting, the fishing. Yeah, me too, girls. I get moody. But yeah, you know, being one that likes nature and, you know, camping and that type of stuff. I know you're into your ferro rods and building fire. Yeah, I could see you really enjoying yourself up here. Christ, you can go fishing one day, hunting the next, doing anything from panning for gold to, you know what I mean, doing a YouTube channel or whatever, you know what I mean? It's always something to do. Ice fishing to... There's fishing year-round here. People like to fish. Always outdoor sports going on of some sort. I ain't into the hunting myself. I got no problem with it for survival, but not for sport. No kidding. What book was that, Irene? Exactly, me either, JoJo. I could for survival, that'd be it, you know? I've tried hunting a couple times, and it tore me up. I shot a deer once, and I think I was like 6 or 7. It was right before my father died. He taught me out hunting, and I watched it drop, and it's just like, I felt instantly like, why did I do that? You know what I mean? I couldn't eat it anyway, and I loved the meat, but yeah. You remember what book that was, Irene? Beautiful Joe by Marshall Saunders. I'm going to have to check that out. I hadn't even heard of it. Right, yeah, you could. You could. Tarzan and Jane, right? If it was nature time, so you got Tarzan for, Jojo. Make him kill. You cook. You never killed even a fish, Irene? Wow. I like that, though. I really do like that. Like I said, you know, I believe in it for survival reasons. You know, God didn't... I believe nature put plenty enough salmon in the rivers for everybody, us and the bears, you know what I mean? There's things we could eat that we have plentiful of that don't, you know, diminish the species whatsoever. Don't harm the environment at all, you know? Hey, Green 420. What is up, my friend? Cheers. You're at Steve's. Try to remember who Steve is, buddy. Oh, now I got a fucking ad coming on in front of my shit here. I get pop-up ads that keep popping up. Oh, Steve's Market. I got you. Okay. You just said Steve's. I go, I don't know who Steve is, bro. Yeah. Going to see your family? Green? Steve's Market's right around the corner from me, guys, if that's what you... Yeah. Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Did you see what I'm doing, bro? You got to get going? All right. Well, anytime you know, give me a heads up sometime we can hang out. Love seeing you anytime I can, bro. You know what it's like to be busy. Thanks for stopping in, Green. You love fishing, Cherries? Yeah? Yeah, he's awful good people right there. You talk about a man that knows how to grow a garden. Ever have any garden questions? That's the guy to ask. Okay, buddy. Have a good day, Green. People, if you haven't subbed up to his channel, my people that like the cannabis over here and stuff, you know, interested in garden, you wouldn't believe what that guy, he's got the touch, I'll tell you what. Thank God, you know, I mean, we are, with, you know, becoming legal. They let us have 12 plants a patient, 6 mature and 6 ready. And if you're a caregiver, a licensed caregiver, you can grow for other people too, so it's fun. I know. You're right. But, no, never did it, Irene? Contaminated never sounds good. Are you talking about the fish still? Yeah. I wouldn't eat the fish in these waters around here. We had paper mills up and down all these rivers, and they just fucking destroyed them. Big companies. Paper mills like International Paper, Sappi Paper, SAPPI. They're about the only ones that's still open. It stands for South African Paper Products Incorporated. Sappi. But, yeah. Maine was a big industrial state off the rivers with paper mostly and a lot of textile mills. A lot of textile mills. Woolen mills. Yeah, right. Natural salmon hatchery. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. We got one of them up here too. But yeah, they polluted all the rivers. Right, right. I tell you what, I wouldn't eat no fish that came out of here, and it's been years since, you know, they've been shutting the plants down. There's still one open. Matter of fact, Jay's still got one open, I believe. Yeah, it's one of the last ones. That's one good thing that came from the internet. It brought the need for paper way down. You know? So pollution obviously dropped. Yeah, yeah. But the paper companies, like I said, they made, you know, they worked it off the ocean, I mean, right off the rivers here, and, you know, harvested the power of the river with dams and shit for hydropower and stuff, and other reasons, I guess, too, but they polluted right back into it. Oh, I know. Fish up here have 2 heads. They tell pregnant women never to eat them anymore. In the rivers especially. Even in the lakes that have been untouched, it sucks. I never really, you know, freshwater fish were good. If I was eating fish goes, it's definitely saltwater. I don't know. They got ways of keeping that from us, these governments, too, how much they're polluting out there, you know what I'm saying? It makes me wonder how clean the oceans are. They think it's like, you know, just going to disappear or something. The BP oil spill is a good testament as to the shit just don't disappear, you know? Right. Right, I bet it is. I've heard the rivers got pretty grimy up there. Like, I noticed just seeing the cities now, I used to think of Canada as pretty much bare country, you know. I knew you had a few bigger cities, but I never thought they always made it seem like it was underpopulated. You had to be flown in, you know, materials to get there. Some places towns you couldn't even be reached, but wow. Like, now that I see it, you know what I'm saying, with people driving around in videos and stuff, they got bigger cities. They got modern shit going on. They just keep it under wraps and don't let people know. Exactly. They're polluting just as much as the fucking next guy. I noticed that Canada is very secretive. They don't let the public and stuff in the news know anything, which I think is smart, I guess, but that's one thing we hold them to the grindstone here for. Even members of the government, I think, would hold other members of the government, you know. They started... Nothing gets hidden. Everybody, you know, got a little bit too much power sometimes, I think. They can bitch, you know, that offends me, this offends me, that offends me, and they change shit about it, too. It's weird. I don't know. Strange though. People say they're offended about something just to get something that's not even like it's like totally evil approved. You know, it's like trying to think of a good example, but there's plenty. It's strange. I think they said we had like, it was in the billions anyway, and it wasn't just 1 billion or 2 billion. It was billions in covert operations. That means God and Eden airstrips, they actually wrecked my Eclipse. Wow. Lots of homes? What was that, Irene? Right, hike. Oh, in the Garden of Eden have airstrips. They totally wrecked my Eclipse Day. Through a war. Wow. Oh, you can see shit going on from where you are? Oh, they were just doing maneuvers or something? There probably is some bases, like over the Great Lakes, I'm assuming. Quite a few, actually, ain't there? I bet they do a lot of maneuvers over there, especially where it's, yeah, border area. I got you. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. I don't know. I just found out today, like that weather control thing they got in Alaska called HAP. They got like 4 of them all over the world in strategic places. Like I think Russia has one, and then there's like one way down in South America, and one over in the UK peninsulas or whatever, Australia. They've had scientists and stuff coming on that, they've been in back, it's very highly secretive stuff. Governor Ventura of Michigan went and checked it out. The old wrestler, Jesse the Body Ventura. He had a show, Conspiracy Theories. Jesse Ventura's Conspiracy Theories, but Governor Ventura or whatever. But he went there. They wouldn't even let him in. They did tours like once or twice a year. But highly secretive stuff. It works with radio waves somehow, but they can control cloud patterns and shit, and they can make them, join together. They can obviously join clouds together. You can make a weather pattern happen, and I think their experiments have been like the cause. They've been rumored to be the cause of like when Thailand had, I think it was Thailand, over there in that area, had that big tidal wave tsunami or whatever you want to call them. That was rumored to be the cause of it. Just before each property had near. Yeah. Wow. Oh, they were probably going up in the sky to see it, I bet. You know what I mean, Irene? They probably wanted to be up there to film it. Yeah. I was wondering, I'm thinking, why would they all be going up at the same time? Then you said eclipse. I thought, oh, well, there you go, right there. That's probably why. They all wanted to be in the sky to check it out. Filming the eclipse is my guess. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, fucked it up for you though. I hear you. You should have told them that. You guys are fucking it up for me, so you better give me a ride. I want to go up too. They would have actually. A lot of people like that. It was a sea pilot or whatever you'd call him, a water pilot. Used to take off from the lake in Winthrop where I lived. My mother used to get to be friends with him. She was always down the beach. She got to talking with him. Pretty much how she let it. Seems like you're bugging my day with that loud thing, Why don't you give me a ride sometimes? You're just kidding around. They got to be friends. They could go from Maine to New Hampshire in like minutes and turn around and come back in like a half an hour, 45 minutes, leave state and come back. Pretty decent. She went shopping in Boston a couple times. I remember that. Came back. Hi from me and John. Oh, hi from Dean and Irene. Just needed somebody else with me. I know Irene's there. On the screen with Ideen and Dean. Ideen and Irene. I'm stoned. I bet, Irene. Ah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, private ones. That's probably how they're making their wealthies, too. Imagine that. Private. Whew. A lot of money in smuggling. Ain't too many, like, private airstrips. They really squatch down on them in America. They make you go to you can have all the private planes you want and, have them at your house or whatever, but like Cessna, you can, I don't know, even them, I think you got to go through an act of Congress to get the permits to make a friggin', to make an airstrip even long enough for a Cessna. Well, it'd probably need longer for a Cessna, but you know what I'm saying, just the private airplane. Yeah. Hot down here this morning, Amber? Southern states down there, really nice. Warm all the time. It's got its downfalls like any other place as far as weather goes. It's always some, no place is perfect, but they got a good warm climate. I bet it is, yeah. It's getting warm here today, but it was cold. Yeah, oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah, Ritzy Ritzy. What was I watching the other day? Oh, I know. I was watching, yeah, yeah. I was watching, just because I like him, and he's actually come on here incognito before, the old prank guy, that Roman Atwood. Yeah, it was chilly here this morning, too, but I was watching him, and, he took a family that was broke, and it was their dream vacation to go to Bermuda. He took them to Bermuda. They only had time to do it for one day, but he took them on as much things as he could see in the day. And, yeah, it was pretty cool. They went to Bermuda anyway. There was a point I was going to get to, too, but... But I forgot what we were talking about. The chat, so I get distracted. I look at one, say hi to somebody, forget what I'm fucking talking about. And I had a point, too. I hate that. I think it was the weather or something. What's that, Am? See, then this is getting aggravating. What do you guys consider chilly? Well, you consider chilly, we probably consider a heat wave, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the Rich. Yeah, we were talking about the Rich. That's what it was. Yeah, he was down there in Bermuda, and he was filming the yachts that these guys were just vacationing down in there. You want to talk about a level above? These people are considered like the rich of the rich. I mean, they have yachts that are fucking worth millions, like $200-300 million. Yeah, it would be a heat wave for me, Amber. You're absolutely right. I remember when I went through Georgia a couple times when I was, younger, when we traveled through there, driving through. Since lately, every time I've been through, it's always flying. But I remember it being very hot, very hot. I went through in love bug season, too. They still got them? They started coming in, like in the Carolinas and then fucking south. Fucking love bugs. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what that is Fahrenheit. We had a whole country uses Fahrenheit, and I don't think the UK does. They use metric, and ours is the English Standard Version. Ain't that funny? Oh, I'm going to try and bring this closer. Hope it don't mess up too much. I'm going to sit down for a minute. There we go. Oh, yeah. I can see it better, I know that. You will get a lot of rain, I bet, yeah. I'm thinking by the time it makes its way all the way, fucking, it already says bad connection. I'm thinking by the time the storm makes its way all the way through Florida, it ain't gonna have, be too bad. Yeah, yeah. Who is on the BC coast? You wouldn't believe, like, when you guys chat, a little of time it stays up for. I can look this way and come back, and you could have wrote something, and it's already gone. It flashes on and off. Oh, yeah. Oh, probably. They saying it's going to go someplace different now, Amber? Oh, yeah, they said it's going to go on the back side of it now, I think, right? They never know. They keep predicting, and Hopefully when, you know, it changes like literally by the hour. They can narrow it down, but... Oh, well, you just said now it's... You just said it's not. Oh, no, it's going to. Oh, my bad. See, I read that wrong. See what I mean? All an interpretation, I guess. If it ain't me making a typo, it's me reading it the wrong way. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, you should have seen them yachts in that video. Holy cow. Like, I would consider Roman Atwood very rich. You know what I mean? He's one of the YouTubers that ride around, made it big, and, you know, has the multi-million-dollar house and the fucking Lamborghinis, whatever, you know, the fancy sport cars and all that. He's living pretty damn good. And, these yachts that were in Bermuda made him look like a poor guy. Unbelievable. Yeah, right, he is, yeah. I used to call my saying used to be smoke more, smile more. And then he was actually nice enough and came at me, sent me an email, and he was nice about it, you know what I mean? Saying, you know, not that he had a personal problem with it, but that it could affect his channel negatively. And that, you know, he technically didn't have I was using two different things, not just smile more, so he didn't have a legal bitch just per se, but he was just, you know, asking me nice, so I had no problem with it, you know. It's a good dude, a good family channel, you know what I mean? I have no I went out, I didn't even think of it when I came up with the catchphrase, you know, smoke more, smile more, so that's why I changed it to smoke more, hate less, but... Because he was decent about it, and he had a good, legitimate point. Even though he ain't against cannabis himself, he's got a really tight, you know what I mean, really, like, family show. I mean, like, Disney accepted worth, you know what I mean? That tight. I ain't saying he's with Disney, I'm saying he could be. He might be with Maker Studios, I ain't sure, but... Yeah. He's that family friendly anyway. He's definitely G. But, it's funny, though. He's still entertaining to everybody, you know? He does... A lot of, matter of fact, he was just there, a lot of Nitro Circus type stuff. He does stunts. You never heard of it? Roman Atwood. Roman Atwood Vlogs. Yeah, right. They came into it, these guys just came into it, you know what I mean, at the right time. And they did want to be big, make it a living, you know, and they just came into it at the right time. I feel you, yeah, right? You really would like Maine, boy. This is a nice area to camp. Hey, there he is. What's up, boy, Tupac? Chad, another Canadian friend of mine. How you doing, buddy? Hungover? I don't miss them, buddy. I don't miss them at all since I quit drinking. Hearing you say you were hungover makes it easy for me to stay sober, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's cool, though. Hope you had fun. Oh, yeah, they have content. These guys started out as, like, him and, they started out the something pranksters. Misty Holmes. Morning, Dre Dre. I'm still trying to figure out what you wrote there, buddy. Namaste Holmes. Namaste. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. You had your hair cut yesterday, is that what you said, Amber? Awesome. Down there in Georgia, I don't blame you. It's hot. You're lucky. Yeah. What's Namaste mean, Dre? Well, unless it takes like a paragraph to explain, then I ain't gonna hold you to that. Thinking it was a typo, maybe. Oh, you got to cut really short? I got you. Yeah. Oh, Irene knew. All right. Yeah, here we go. So it's Spanish. Sounds like it's Spanish then. No comprende? I do know that, like, I did the history of a joint on a video on the history of a joint, and like the term roach, you know, for a roach, fucking actually came from Mexico. The story, you ever hear that song La Cucaracha? I bet you have, Dre Day. They used to sing it, La Cucaracha, an old Mexican Spanish tune. Well, that actually is a story about a cockroach that couldn't get up because he ran out of weed. That's what the chorus means, I guess. It was this, you know, the sum of it. Yeah, but the term roach actually came from Spain, from well, Spanish history, Mexican to be precise. But awesome, you did a video. I have to check it out, Em. Punto. Oh, I know what that means. At least I know what I was told. I mean, I worked with a lot of Mexican folks in down here at the chicken barns. Well, eggplant, whatever. That ain't what I got. I was told punto means fag. I don't know who's right, but that's what the Mexicans told me that I worked with. Yeah. Right? It probably can mean both. I don't know nothing about it. Yeah. You still with us, Dre? Comes in, throws some Spanish down, and fucking bounces. I like Dre. He's a good dude. Yeah, right. I am, too. Phil DeFranco's opening. That's how I opened this morning. You ever hear his opening? I don't know if you ever watched him before, Amber. It's funny. He opens up his live streams or his shows, whatever. I think they mostly are live streams. No, they're videos, but it's a podcast, not a vlog. But he's like, yeah, hello, you beautiful bastards. He says that's his opening. Funny as hell. It wasn't Spanish, no. You mean what Dre said, obviously. So you assume I was gonna know what you were talking about there? What I did this time. What was it, Irene? Oh, yeah. Ask Dose. Thinks he found the... I don't know. Old Asian? Yeah. Oh, what Dre Day was saying is old Asian? Yeah. That doesn't surprise me none. He's highly educated. He gets into a lot of that kind of stuff. I noticed. Christ, he... a lot more educated than me. I've been around. I consider myself fairly bright, you know. And he's sharp wit. He is. He's sharp. Oh. No, it's Roman Atwood. What were you just saying? No, he didn't have a boat in the Bahamas. He was just down there one day. Near yachts. It's the Roman Atwood channel. He's got millions. He's got over, like, he's way up there, like 10 million subscribers or something. One of the biggest channels, actually. Probably top 20, definitely. Timekeeper. But he's putting on a demolition derby with 40 of the, so far 40 or 50 of the biggest YouTubers. I'd love to too, Amber. But 40 to 50 of the biggest YouTubers, a demolition derby. He's having all the cars built the same, painting them all, you know, gray, and everybody can paint their own car what they want, but they're all getting the same type of car. It's going to be a riot. It's still in the works now, getting everything taken care of. They haven't even set a date. They got to try to find an auditorium. They're looking for a venue, and then once they get that done, they already got a builder of the cars. That alone, the quickest they can do that, have 50 cars built, all the same thing, for, you know, and be safe for a demolition derby with roll cages and shit. They said was 3 months. Oh, of course you do. Yeah, you got to have an angle. But it helps if you got, you know, if you got money, then you can have content, because like with Roman Atwood, he's got money for toys. He's always filming something, even if it's down to like RC toys he's got on his back pond, or he's going dirt biking, or he's, you know what I mean? He can do stunts. He can always go, you know, go up and go friggin' hang gliding or anything, you know what I mean, at the drop of a dime. Money does really limit you. We got to use wit, because we ain't got the money, you know. I'd love to too, Amber. You ain't kidding. But some of the times, that, you know, I can, you know, some of the bigger channels will help out smaller channels, but they got to be careful who they represent too. It can literally, you find that, you know, you got to know who you're representing, because that could sink you, you know. Yeah, it must be, exactly. Must be nice. Like, 420 community's got some bigger channels, but I don't know. I'd be curious, like, there's different CPU or CPM amounts that you get paid. I think it's like cents per minute for advertising rates. I think that the CPM means. Right, I know what you're saying, Irene. But you can get like, there's like a 50-cent rate per minute that you can get paid when you're at a certain level, and then another level gets paid $2 and some odd cents per minute. And obviously it's one with the higher views. But stepdad have anything to do with who? Oh, something totally different. But yeah, but with the CPMs, like, you know what I'm saying? They cater. You can guarantee, like, I was just gonna say, I guarantee, like the 420 community, even the channels with a couple million subscribers, I bet they're getting a lower rate on the set, you know, just because they're not considered family content or whatever. They're getting the lower CPM. Guarantee they're getting the 50-cent CPM. We get other channels like Jake Paul that's going off and doing all kinds of stupid fucking shit. But I guarantee he's getting the 250 level, you know. Got the record for fucking, you know, the fastest YouTuber ever to reach 10 million subs. And he did it twice, because he fucking went up and then he had all that drama going on. Then they found out he lied and tried, you know, set up FaZe Banks. He lost like 5 or 6 million subscribers and then kind of faded off, and he got him back. But like, he's one of the biggest, you know, fastest to ever get to 10 million. And but he's all for little kids, you know what I'm saying? But he really shouldn't be for little kids, because like, he ain't a good role model, that's for sure. So I can't even read the chat. Sometimes it goes so quick. Oh, your girlfriend. Yeah, that's sad. I lost my brother's ashes just because my son's mother wanted to be a bitch. Lie and throw me in jail and then fucking threw everything I ever owned out. Rotten whore. Yeah, awesome timekeeper, yeah. Yeah. My ex threw my brother's ashes out. Fucking got rid of my cat, for Christ's sakes. Threw all my family photos out that I've ever had since I was a kid, you know what I mean? And my parents that are both dead, and my brother that's dead too. Like, even threw my brother's ashes out. I left there with, they didn't even let me grab a coat when I left. Every charge I got fucking arrested for was either dropped or found not guilty of. And she admitted that she just made everything up. And I still lost every fucking thing I own. I know, isn't it horrid? And you know what I mean? They make a big deal, you know what I mean? It was a big deal. You get put in the paper for, you know, terrorizing and all this shit when you get arrested. But when they drop all the charges, you never hear them say, oh, you know, all made up. It ain't no big news thing that, you know what I mean, that she made, oh, you know, he was totally framed, did 80 days in jail for absolutely doing nothing, you know. But yeah, that don't make the news. They ain't concerned with that, you know. What gets me is the system here is like you can lie and lie and say somebody, you know, committed a felony. She accused me of terrorizing, and what I got charged with was terrorizing and fucking domestic violence. Exactly. And then she just made it up because she was pissed. I got in an argument with a younger daughter over my son that she was picking on him, and I wouldn't let her. But, and she was being a bitch to her brother just to start a fight with me. So naturally, you know what I mean, she was being obstinate. The daughter didn't like me home because she couldn't have her boyfriends in every time while mama was gone at work every day. So that was a problem, see? But yeah. I know it is. Very selfish. Yeah. But the system is fucked up. Like I said, she can lie, they can lie, and have you accused of a felony, you know. And if I didn't fight it, I could have got proven, you know, guilty, even though it didn't happen. And but that's a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets me. I asked them. I said, well, I want to press charges on her for lying and doing all this shit, you know. And they're like, oh, well, you can, but it's just, you know, falsifying a police report is a, you know, is a misdemeanor. I'm like, what? You can fucking lie and say somebody murdered somebody and it's a misdemeanor? I mean, that's basically what they told me. Bitch said I fucking threatened her with a knife and shit, you know what I mean? So I was going to kill her and stuff. Even the kids, when the cops came, said, you know what I mean? We weren't even in the same room that night. Hadn't even seen anybody, you know? Each other, I mean. Even the kids are going, Mom's drunk again. She's just making it up. Even her own teenage daughter that was arguing with me told the cops when it got down to that point that Ma was drunk and making it up. And they still... I thought they were just going to bring me in town and let me go, you know what I mean? Or hold me till the morning, whatever. But yeah, it was fucked up. Morning, JD. How are the ladies? Usually watering them or on your way to go water them. Good to see you, bud. No? Oh, you're listening to me? Yeah, no, they didn't listen to the kids. Fucking, that was, what county sheriffs was that? Waldo County Sheriffs. Morning, JD. Like I said, even her 16-year-old daughter, who isn't mine, you know, even told the cops, you know, yeah, Ma's just drunk, totally making it up. And but, I don't know. My ex-old lady's very, very pretty, but I don't know why. Well, she owned the house. You know what I mean? I think it was easier for them. If they took her out, then they don't know, you know what I'm saying? If they, you know, she she could say that she didn't want me there or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I think it would just been harder for them. It would have made their job harder if they fucking arrested her or made her leave. It's the only thing I'm thinking. That, and they probably wanted to make brownie points and get her fucking phone number. Honestly. Come in like the big hero of the day, you know. We'll save you from the Mr. Bad Guy. Even if he ain't a bad guy and you just want it done, you know. Fucking dogs, I'm telling you. All young kids up here, a lot of times. At least it was this time. Young cops. Exactly. Oh, Amber, that's sweet. Thank you. I don't know, bud. I don't know what you exactly asked. Well, what I'm saying is why they probably didn't arrest her instead of me is because she owned the trailer, and you know what I mean, that we were living in. We had you know, let's see, our son was 8 at the time. Was he 8? Might have been 7. It was a couple years ago. No, he was 8. He's going to be 10 this December. But yeah. So, I think it would have, you know, as far as the cop's job goes, it would have been harder on them to take away the mother and leave, you know, technically they, you know, weren't my trailer. They probably figured, I don't know if they figured they could leave me there with the kids to watch them or not. They could, though, because I'd fucking already paid her rent, but I don't know. Yeah, that was good timing, too. Just bought her a truck, just gave her $500 cash, just filled the groceries. Yeah, yeah. Bingo! Exactly what I'm thinking, too, Amber. She was pretty drunk, too. They even said that in their report, that she could hardly talk. She was slurring her words and everything. The judge said that. He's like, well, I don't understand why she wasn't removed from the property. You know what I mean? You guys even admitted in your report that you thought that what she's saying wasn't even the truth, but yet you arrested the guy, and telling you, it was fucked up. I know. I tell you what, it makes me scared, dude. Real scared. What really scared me about her, though, was before that, she kept saying she wanted rough sex, and she's like, you know what I mean? I was like, I ain't into that shit, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I'll get kinky, you know, but, you know, maybe a little pulling hair and a slap in the ass. But, you know, she was like asking for rough sex, and I think she wanted me to put marks on her, fucking, then I would have been in trouble. I think she was going to holler rape, I really do. I think the fucking bitch wanted to put me away. Because that wasn't the first time she done, you know, hollered domestic abuse and lied about it. The first time was when she was pregnant. She was having my kid. She didn't want me to come to the hospital to see him be born, so she told the fucking cops there that I called her and threatened her. And I got arrested then, so made sure I couldn't go. Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. You know, hindsight being 20/20. I know, dude. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. She's got fucking, what do they call it? She's bipolar. In other words, she has sex with female and male polar bears. She's bipolar. Ain't that what that means? No, but she is bipolar. She goes right off the rails sometimes. Bipolar. I'm bipolar. I have sex with male and female polar bears. I love them. But I mean, I was just going to say, she's bipolar. There were times when, you know what I mean, when she's her normal self, that I had the best time some of the best times in my life with that woman, honestly. Very intelligent, very witty, very beautiful, had everything going for her, but mental issues are legit mental issues. She can be legit evil, too, though. I know, yeah. Dude, they arrested me for shit I didn't do. I'm saying. Then there was other people that, you know, I met before, you know, I met after that had gone out with her before me that she'd pulled the same type shit with. A couple of guys still got a PFA against her to this day. They got in a permanent, you know, protection order. Keep that bitch at least 500 yards away from me. Literally poison. She dropped dead fucking beautiful, dude. Drop dead beautiful. I'll be honest with you. I picked her up. I was partying at the time. Kind of a little coke slut, you know what I'm saying? Not kinda. Pretty much was. Protection from abuse. PFA orders. Exactly. They do. And they dealt with her before with her husband, you know. Right after we broke up the first time, she went and got married. She broke up with her husband, and I went back with her. Long enough to buy her a new truck. Hook her back up. I was a sucker. I was just hoping it would work, because like I said, when she's in a normal state of mind, we had the best some of the best times I've ever had in my life together, you know. And we got a kid together, so that makes you want to work it out even more. Plus her daughter had called me dad since she was 4. Oh, mutual. See, yeah. Works totally different in Canada. Like, all the terminology is different, you know. You do see the red flags, Amber. I seen them. When you're in love a lot of times, you don't want to, you know. And I knew even like I said, after the first time, I knew it was when she has mental breakdowns, but you hope they're better, you know. We were together for a couple of years, and we never even really fought ever. And out of the blue, she called the cops on me when she was having Dalton because she didn't want me to come to the hospital. I just thought it was a freak thing. So yeah, after like a couple of years, we went together, and then she ended up going through divorce or whatever. We ended up, you know, I gave it another shot. I was hoping it would work. We used to travel together. Oh my God, did we have fun. Went all over the country. Disney World, Oklahoma, Canada. Went to Montreal a couple times. Just because she got lost in the fog. Tell her to stay on Interstate 95 and go north. It was supposed to be northeast when we got to Massachusetts. She kept on going north, right straight up New York State. We ended right up. Wakes me up. I've got a broken arm, supposed to be getting operated on. I get woke up saying we're going through the Canadian border and I need my ID. I'm like, whoa. No, we ain't going through the Canadian border. Turn this rig around. Fuck. That was a trip. Fog was so thick you couldn't spit and, you know what I mean, in front of you and see it. They had me all jacked up and Dilaudid and morphine to get me from one hospital in Pennsylvania to the next. I fell asleep in my meds and wake up going through the Canadian border. She went 6 hours. 6 hours in one direction the wrong way. Literally, to turn back around to get back into the spot we had to be in to get headed back towards Maine was 6 hours back. And what gets me is we was only 4 hours away from home. No, maybe 6. We were about 6 hours away from home. It is, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I was crazy about it, too. You're right. We had some great times. You know, especially when you got your kid. I still got love for her to this day. I'd do anything for her, but I know better than, you know, stay back. You know what I mean? It's going to be from a distance. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, right, I do too, Irene. Pretty much what I get at the pain clinic every day is Dolphine. It's in the same family. Probably a little stronger, actually, but yeah, Dilaudid used to do the trick. I like my Dilaudid. A little too much. Excuse me for standing right up. front of the camera like a bum. But, holy shit. Been on an hour and a half. Well, close. I'm gonna have to sign off here quick. I got some shit I gotta do. But, you guys got any plans today? None of you all, your live stream that's on here right now, do you? You ought to try it, Amber. You and John would have fun with that. It's fun. You enjoy them too, so I know you'd like, you know, just like having people over at your house shooting the shit with you, you know what I mean? That's what I like about it. Some people have a show set up. You know how they go. You've been to enough of them, you know. They have like a, you know, a whole idea or a whole premise for the live stream going on. Mine's literally just like, well, when they call it Google Hangouts, I guess that's what mine would be. I just come on, people hang out, and have fun, you know what I mean? Whatever all goes. Oh, you got some work on the home? Nice. What was that, buddy? Oh, yeah, exactly, they do. Women, yeah, we're both guilty of it, men and women. So red flag and get out of the when he made out white as hell. Wow. What a piece of fucking shit that guy is. That's fucking scummy, Irene. I'm sorry. Sorry it happened to you. I ain't sorry for saying it. That's what I meant to say. Just so you understand. Just to clarify. What a dick. Some people. Evidently. Some people are more concerned with monetary things than they are, you know, I don't know what you'd call emotional things or sentimental things. Monetary is definitely over sentimental all the time with them. Yeah, I bet you do, but, you know, your only responsibility is to be a good mother, and that I'm sure you've done. You know, they're old enough to understand that. That's, you know, you've held up to your end of the bargain, but you can't be responsible for, you know, what the other half did. I had to learn that too. It was hard. You know, Max thinks it's funny, you know what I mean? When my son, you know, he's going to know old enough, you know what I mean? His mother, you know, he's going to be ugly while I weren't in his life a lot when he was younger. And it's going to be his mother's fault. And he's going to realize it. He's going to end up blaming her, not me. And it sucks because he's the one, you know, even though I won't be looking like the bad guy eventually, it's still him missing out on it. Wow, that sucks, Amber. You know, the kids figure it out eventually, you know. And he'll know, like I said, it ain't me to blame, but it's still him missing out. Regardless. I ain't getting any younger. I ain't exactly old, but, you know. Time goes quick, and I ain't fucking young either. I'm 52. It does. It does. They're always the one that suffer, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just don't, you know, I find a little solace in the fact that, you know what I mean, eventually he'll know that, you know, his mother was the one being a dickhead about the situation, and it's her that's the reason that I weren't in his life a lot of times when he was younger. Not my fault. It's hers, you know? But, I don't, very little, you know? That's no relief as far as, like, what he's missing out for, you know what I mean? Especially young boys. They need their dad. Girls, too. They, you know. Right. I'm going to read that again. I think I missed some of that one. Went to sign up for college. Most likely. Wow, good, yeah. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, it does. It does. Can mess them up. You're right. I know it. It is. I agree. That's what I feel bad about, you know. Because, like, especially boys, if their father ain't in their life, they're questioning themselves, you know what I mean? They're like, you know, why didn't, you know, it affects them. Why didn't, you know, they want to know, why didn't my father want anything to do with me? And then they act, you know what I mean? I know I did when my parents got a divorce. A little on the side. Yeah, usually. Or this side, yeah. Yeah, I grow it in the side, but no, not usually. My beard grows gray. That's why I shave it. You can see. I don't know if you can see, actually, but yeah. Fucking chat disappears in literally seconds. It does, Timekeeper. You're right, buddy. It totally is. That's evil, and it does suck, bud. And I can't bitch about the way she is with him. She's great to him. Honestly, great. But for some reason, well, she was raised up. She didn't have parents. Her parents died when she was very young, and she was brought up in foster care and abused since she was 12 years old. Sexually abused, too. So she's, you know, there's good reason why she's fucked up. It doesn't change the fact that she's still fucked up, you know. But, she ain't got much value in parents, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't have any. Anything she knew of parents were the people that abused her, you know. I don't think she has much value for them, but she don't see the need for them like other people do, you know? She's like, I live my life and I'm fine without them. I'm thinking that's what she's thinking. It seems to be to me, anyway. There you go. I have a lot of respect for that, Irene. I wish... But yeah. But I'm going to sign off. It's been like close to an hour and a half now. I might come back on tonight. I don't know. I got a few videos I already filmed I want to edit too and put up. So, see what's going to roll. See what happens. As I always say, I hate it when real life, you know, interferes with YouTube. But I think today it might, just a little bit. Got a coffee ground. But alright, I appreciate you guys coming in, chilling out with me today. Oh, that sucks, Irene. You take care too, Amber and John. Timekeeper. We had a bunch of people up in here. The Green 420. Who else? Oh, I know. JoJo was here. Oh, a few others. I forget somebody every time, but thank you all. It was a good set. You guys have a good day, man. Appreciate it. Smoke more, hate less, guys, right?